This month's Adventurous Inc. is the story of Pip Stewart's epic 3-month journey, wading, paddling and scrambling down the entire length of Guyana's Essequibo River. To echo her world-first charting of the river's source with an all-female team and local guides, I brought my team to the slightly more well-known source of the River Aire. Now then, welcome to a very windy Malham Tarn. Source of the River Aire. So I'm reading from Life Lessons from the Amazon of Pip Stewart's journey to the source of the Essequibo River in Guyana. Let's hear what Pip has to say. Brazil nuts grated, back scratched and breakfast over. It was time to get moving. What will you all do when you see the source? Nigel asked one of our guides. Turn around, I replied, somewhat flippantly, as I readjusted my tight bag straps. It was an illuminating question, though. In the grand scheme of life, establishing where something like a river comes from, or how and why it starts, matters less than the fact that it exists. However, for me, finding and documenting the source was like understanding the beginning of a story. It helps to explain the nature of the river's own journey, and illustrates the interconnected nature of wilderness and humanity. I guess for me, the source represents not only an adventure, but the start of something I shared as we walked. How something so small and easily overlooked can grow to become so vital, so mighty, so necessary to so many people. The power of little things. A brilliant electric blue poison dart frog hopped across our path at this point, causing us to pause momentarily and admire it. As we watched the creature hop away, I considered Nigel's question some more. I thought about my teammates and what they'd told me about their motivations. For Laura, this had been a trip she'd poured her heart and soul into, planned for months and said goodbye to her baby for. Reaching the source was the start of her dream. For our guides, it was the paid work and an opportunity to further explore their protected area. Well, I'll be interested to see how you all react, Nigel concluded. Honestly, so was I. I found it fascinating that within our small team we had so many different narratives and backstories about the expedition. Analysing these differing perspectives made me question my own. If I was honest, I'd neglected to say that ego and the desire to prove I was capable of something so extreme also played a part in me wanting to get to the source. And then when I dug into it, if I was really frank with myself, at times I was operating from a place of low self-confidence. On the face of it, perhaps, this seems counterintuitive. I'm privileged in so many ways. I've got a wonderful family and friends, and outwardly at least it would seem I have nothing to worry about. I moved around a lot as a kid, and I remember how scary the prospect of making new friends was. So, like many of us, I try and be a more outgoing, fun version of myself. It worked, and in several ways it was a massively positive experience, which now helps me adjust to unfamiliar environments, learn how to meet new people, and push through situations that feel uncomfortable. However, I realised that over the years, by doing this, my ego had written a more counterproductive narrative. That perhaps my shy, awkward, introspective side was less valuable, less liked, and that if I showed it, I wouldn't be accepted in the same way. I'm guessing your head might produce unhealthy stories too at times. We all have these different facets of ourselves. Maybe accepting and embracing them is the key to showing up authentically. I've come to understand that, whether they're accurate or not, the pessimistic stories my brain sometimes cooks up don't serve me well. So instead of focusing on these, I find it more useful to gravitate towards something more helpful and nourishing. There you go. That is just the sort of example of the life lessons that Pip took from her journey and that she shared with us all in this month's book. So I hope you enjoy.